What's going on, everybody? Welcome to T3G. My name is Fullthrottle, and today we're bringing you another case review. And this time around, it is the Ultra Defender 2 mid-tower gaming case. I think anything that looks in this general image is called a gaming case, but overall you can use it for whatever you like. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. And as if you already didn't know, we're gonna do unboxings. So here we are. We got the case right here. As we can start off on this side already, since we have it facing this way. We got a nice big window to show off the insides. If you have light set up or anything like that, or if you want future lighting in the future, you can always set that up so that way you get a nice visibility for the inside to show off what's in there. We already have this pre-built. It was for for Cerebro's mom, actually. So we already have components in there, and normally we will do the review with the components being in there so that way we can kind of show off the capabilities of it. So that's this side. Let's go to the back real quick. We have, let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 7, which is about the normal for cases nowadays. You'll see sometimes 8 or 9. That's when the case is a little more, pricier or has more features, so you'll see that, but 7 is normal. You got your I/O, 120mm fan, rubber grommets for liquid cooling. If for some reason you're doing liquid cooling on the outside of the case, you got bottom mount PSU, and that's really about it. And then we got this side, just very plain, simple, no indentation. It's actually very flat. And then the front is actually, honestly, it's not bad. Let me put this here. It's not terrible. Okay, so the plastic, it's not great, but when I tell you the price of this case, you won't care. But the plastic does feel cheap, but actually there's a lot of cases that I prefer would use this method of removing the front, I guess, covers, 5 1/4 covers, because it seems sturdier, it feels sturdier, it's easy to put on, come off. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break off. So that's why I prefer it. Now at the top here, so I can tilt it a little, we do have one USB 3.0, 2 USB 2.0, headphone, microphone, on-off switch, your indicators, and your reset switch, which is pretty much basic. And that's really for the outside of the case. And let's just go ahead and go on the inside. I already removed thumb screws, so I can just easily pop this off. Starting off with the side panel here. It's actually for a big window. It's got very, very little flex, which is really nice. It tells me that the quality is pretty good. I've seen a lot expensive cases. Does that make sense? A lot expensive cases with a lot less flex, which means it's either plastic or it's just not as good.
More flex or less flex? What's better?
Less flex.
Less flex.
The more flex, which means it's a cheaper metal or it's a plastic.
Makes sense.
So going on the inside here, we'll start out here with the hard drives. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. You can fit 4 regular hard drives. What's nice about these here is, well, we're not going to remove it. Let's do it this way. We'll go into the accessories. They're actually individual. So what that means is you don't actually get the drive bays themselves. You just put the actual sides onto the hard drive, which actually go really nicely, really firm, so it's not easy to pop off. You actually got to give it a little bit of force, and they fit very nicely. As you can see, I'm pulling on this pretty good, and it's not coming out, so it's in there. As before, bottom mounted PSU. This one here is probably your standard length. It's a non-modular PSU, and as you can see, I mean, of course, with a lot of these cases, unless they give you a lot of room on the back, if you have a non-modular PSU, you're going to have I guess what you call a hornet's nest down here. You're just going to have a bunch of cables. Now sometimes some people might route the cables through here depending on how much room you have. You'll run the cables over here so you don't see them as much, but this is perfectly fine depending on your build. If you're looking for something expensive or something that's going to give you more room, you're probably not going to be using a non-modular power supply anyways. But this is what you get. It's really good. As you can see, this is a micro ATX board. It fits very nicely. This will do full ATX, no problem. We are using a optical drive on this. As you can see, you can fit it very nicely. Now we are using a short cord, so we're just come in directly here. Otherwise, you could route it to the back. The actual routing capabilities on this is actually pretty impressive. Let's go with the fans. We got one fan on the front. I believe it's 120 mil, if not 140. And then we got 140 mil. Yeah, 140 mil on the back, which is very nice. That's the only two fans you get. Now, if you're looking for more fan room, you can definitely fit 220 or 140 millimeter fans up top. And if I can tilt that,
and up front,
see. And you can fit one more fan up front, so you can definitely get quite a bit of fans going in here to get more air cooling. Let's see here, covered full ATX, we got the PSU. Oh, this is very nice. It's an interesting feature. So one thing that this offers is graphics card support. So if you unscrew this, you actually can, if your graphics card is that long, you can actually support it so that way it sits a little on here, so that way not all the force is just on the screw that's holding it in the actual PCI slot. So that's actually very nice. But there's dual features to this particular here. From the other end, from the back of the case, and I'll show you in a little bit, you can actually
it's a little forced.
Is it from this side, this side?
It's from the closer to you.
This one? Yeah. There we go. But you can put in SSDs in here, and you can actually fit 1, 2, 3, 4 SSDs in here. And once again, you do get separate ones for the SSD size as well, so that's really nice as well. But yeah, you can fit them in here, so if you want to separate, you got your main hard drive, or you got your storage hard drives, and then you got your SSD hard drives up here, which is really nice. Once again, once I tell you the price of this case for all these features, it's actually not bad. The interior metal feels real good, just like any other case. I love the fact that it is painted interior. A lot of cases at this price range, you actually still till this day will not get a painted interior, so this is actually really nice. There's no rubber grommets for the wire routing, but honestly, I'm not too worried about that. As long as it's got wire routing for cable management, that's all that matters. If it does come with the rubber grommets, that's nice. Some of the rubber grommets aren't always perfect, so to be honest, if it's there or it's not, it doesn't really bother me. And I believe that's really it for the top, or for this part of the case. Let's go to the back real quick. And it is thumb screws, by the way, on both panels, so that's always nice. And it's just a slide off, so you just put it on and slide it off, and I'll show you that in just a moment. And here's the back. Now, as you can see here, right through here, you can fit the SSDs and then run them. We have quite a bit of cable management. This is an old style IDE hard drive that's in here. As you can see, we were able to actually route it back here. Now, I would say maybe a half an inch. Yeah, about a half an inch of clearance back here. As you can see, this back is not indented. So for us to be able to fit a 24-pin cable back here and this old IDE cable, and it still close the case actually perfectly fine, is very impressive. I'm actually very impressed with that. Huge CPU cutout if you're looking to adjust the back plate because you're using a different cooler. Very easy to do it on this case, as you can see. Huge cutout, and I believe that's it. There's really nothing much. You have your little mounting parts if you want to use wire ties to mount your cables too, so you get a little better cable management. But otherwise, that's it. Now to the price for this case. This is a $50 case, guys. If you do the mail-in rebate, it's a $20 case. In all honesty, I've never seen a $20 case with all these features. It is Ultra, so it is a Tiger Direct brand only. You can't get it on Newegg. You might be able to get it on Amazon, but I'm not 100% certain. I know Tiger is usually the main one that carries Ultra brands. But regardless, with all the features that you get, with all the room that you get, the fact that it's a mid-tower case for $50. Now, we don't normally like to always talk about pricing just because depending when you're watching this video, this case might not even exist anymore. The price might be higher because it's not on sale. Right now, it is on sale. It's $10 instant savings. So I believe regular price is $59.99, $60. And then on top of that, you get a $30 mail-in rebate, which brings it down to $20. So if you need a case right now, look up
right now,
Direct.
October 24th.
October 24th.
2014.
2014. If you need a case this week, and hopefully this is up when we're talking about this, then I would recommend getting this one. I mean, honestly, for $20 after rebate, you can't beat it. You know, get another few more fans to get a better airflow, but otherwise, that's it. And that's it, guys. That's the review of the Ultra Defender 2 mid-tower case. Once again, I think, what, 2 out of 3, if not 3 out of 3, guys, for the price?
Oh, absolutely.
What about regular price? What if it's not on sale, $60?
Even at 60, I think with the features, especially with the side-mounted drives, SD slots, which is extremely nice.
Yeah, I do like that.
And I mean, if you want to go, if you kind of want to go ham and go, you know, full gaming with this, I think you could. The only thing that I don't think you could do with this effectively is water cooling. It does have the piping pass through from the back.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it on the outside, but
yeah, otherwise
you're not going to do custom.
That's the only thing that you wouldn't be able to do. Because I mean, you could do SLI. Those are, you know, those supports. There's 2 of them, so you could do a dual SLI, no problem.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
SLI
there's 2
crossfire.
supports for the graphics cards. No, you couldn't. You couldn't because they're so close. Yeah,
they'd be
so.
I mean, you could if they were single width cards, but how many of those are left?
Yeah, right.
In the universe.
Right.
At least ones that do SLI.
Honestly, I mean, here's my opinion. If you're buying this at regular price at $60, we did a review on the Stealth case. That's $70 regular price. Spend the extra $10, get that.
Absolutely.
It's got a hot swap at the top. It's a bigger case. It's got more room.
Yeah. No question.
Just no question about it. I would go with that. If you
don't want to wait and you've got a Tiger Direct in your neighborhood,
and you're able to get the sale price, then pick this up.
I mean, even at 50, at 60,
even at 50.
At 60, yeah. I mean, I would if you can get the Stealth on sale, or not on sale, but on free shipping, then I'd pay the extra $10 and wait the week.
Yeah.
But at $50, I mean, I think this is a really good buy, honestly.
And I just want to show you guys real quick, so let's see if I can do this well on camera. But, as you can see, cables are there. There's no indentation. All you have to do, I'm not even going to force it. Now, if you guys saw my Evolution review, I had to force mine. All you have to do is just put that on, slide it, and it's on. There's no force at all. I just held it so that way it went into the slots right. So, guys, I mean, honestly, $20 can't be beat. That's it. Pay attention to more reviews coming up on our channel. Make sure to visit t3gtech.com, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.